Man, that was probably the funniest joke we've ever That's probably like the funniest 2 minutes we ever had, and then we just cut all that shit out. We're like, all right, let's fucking play D&D or whatever. We're not supposed to be laughing on stream, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, that happened.
That happened.
That definitely happened.
You can thank improv for that, Scott. You'd probably have wigged people out at anybody else, but.
That's all right. I know I'm weird. I'm used to mine. Yep. Hi. So let's get into this. They go away, and it's kind of a false alarm, leaving you guys finally with Rena on the roof where you don't expect her to be, and they're gone. What is the plan for the two of you now?
Oh, for us, I literally had just said he should go first because we're out of initiative now, right?
Oh, climb back up the building.
Yeah, so Ophios is just literally going to wait for a while and see if he does what he said.
I won't lie, I was trying to trigger Tyler into casting the teleport one so I could eat up one of his spells. Didn't work.
I was tempted, but
I know. I was like,
it's not a concentration?
No.
It would have been if I had appeared, then I would have used it. Because I would have wanted to appear and then immediately disappear.
I was just trying to like use your assets, you know what I mean? All right, so what do you guys do? They're gone. You start climbing back up in that building?
Hey, he basically just told Michael Jordan III Jackson man to go first.
Elijah.
I will never remember his name until it's like spoken a lot. So I'm just
Tyler's like Yondis or nothing.
How do you remember Michael Jordan Jackson III, but you can't remember Elijah?
Well, Elijah's kind of a lame name. Sorry, chat.
Because I keep forgetting you're the Thornberry.
I think Wood. But I always think Wood, so, you know.
Well, I think Elijah Thornberry because I grew up next door to a girl who said she looked like Elijah Thornberry. I didn't agree with her entirely, but
she looked like Eliza Dushku.
Eliza,
short for Elizabeth.
Eliza Thornberry.
Yeah. Dushku.
Anyway, no, one could wish.
I think it is Eliza, because it's like
Eliza.
it has the dad. I'm very British. Yes, I'm Neil.
Yes.
My name is Neil, and
it's Eliza.
Whoa, Neil.
Eliza Thornberry.
Anyway, it's Daelric doing a Neil impression.
Anyway, Messi, what's your Michael Jackson boy do?
Are you referring to? Oh, are you referring to Elijah here? Is that?
Yes.
This is gonna go on for another 45 minutes. I do apologize. Hour 1 was them getting to this building. Hour 2 is them talking about this name.
I've fallen asleep on the roof.
Well, Elijah is gonna continue on with the plan.
Hold on. This is a really important question Rita made me think of. If you cast invisibility or drink a potion of invisibility, and you go sun tanning, do you get color?
You know, technically we wouldn't be able to see it all because we're not reflecting light, so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not like, but does like your skin take the light? Like,
it's the best sunscreen.
Right? Is this like 100% SPF? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, from a magical standpoint, if people can't see you whatsoever, then there's no way the light is being absorbed. It's being completely and utterly
it passes through
you.
Yeah.
So therefore, yeah, it's 100%.
Not refracted. I meant like bent around you, or yeah, it passes through you completely, right? And then the light bouncing back would pass through you as well.
Well, if it bends around you, it has to pass through you, because if it bends around you, then there's a void of light. It would just be darkness.
No, I meant like you know, the whole mirror kind of tricky thing they do in sci-fi movies or whatever. But I just realized Rena could legit be up there like sunbathing, but not getting
no
any
color. Yeah.
So like real Rena. So you boys climb up there and sorry.
It's 100 degrees outside. I'm not gonna go. My pool is closed. I can't do it. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are making your way to up there and looking around and Rena.
Making our way up.
Rena.
I'm just like, what?
She's across the roof.
Wait,
And then we
did
continue.
what's his name do his check to have to climb, or do we not have to make a check to climb onto the roof?
No. All I did was the check was super easy. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well then I guess we both make it on the roof.
Mhm.
Does Elijah go first, like Ophio said?
Yeah, he does. Thanks for saying his name right.
Or Michael Jordan III Jackson?
Who's that?
Phil. So you guys are on the roof, and you eventually get Arena's attention because you're probably Arena, and she's like waiting for it so she can call her back. I'm over here.
I mean, Ophios wouldn't even say anything because he's literally focused. He would assume that she continued on, so he'd drink his spider climb and start climbing.
Okay, cool. So with your spider climb, for you, you can't just immediately start climbing from here because you have to cross the street, right? So the cool thing about being at this vantage point is you can plot out your movement from here to there. We're gonna go up the building pretty well. You can see where the guards are. They're not moving around too much, but they are moving around a bit. So you can literally just choose. There's a very the least dense area of guards, big gap there. As long as nobody moves, I can slip by no problem. I can make my stealth check and get by them greatest of ease and immediately start going up the roof.
I imagine we'd probably coordinate with each other to go single file, or one person goes and then another person goes and then another person goes, to avoid running into each other after the fact of what just happened. Ophios would make a point to say that and just be like, perhaps we should space out from each other. This idiot ran into me.
You guys can start drinking your potions and getting ready to do this. This includes Rena as well. The two of you can roll your stealth checks with advantage. And Rena, we're going to need from you your jump check. I will be right back as I have to go get my pizza.
All right, I have to start marking off these potions from our checklist.
I have my notes too, if you
Well,
if you need.
Actually, Josh, the light wouldn't reflect off of them because I'm invisible too.
All right, so did you use the potion? No, you have the oil of keen edge on you, correct?
Me?
Yes.
Oil of keen. Wait, what were you deciding to use that for?
That gives you a massive beef to your weapon if you put it on there.
Oh, yeah. To my weapon. Sorry, I had a different note for that. Yes, I have it here.
Okay.
So yeah, I was using oil of keen edge for
you
my
want
weapon.
You want to put that on right now, but
No.
I just got rid of our spider climb, and I'm gonna get rid of our.
How long does the potion, or sorry, how long does the
oil last?
The oil last?
I don't know.
Like if it's one combat or if it's
D&D oils.
yeah,
D&D
spider...
essential oils. It's not at all.
I already did spider climb. I believe I gave you the jump one already.
Did you take 3 spider climbs off because we gave one to Erwin? Or no?
We only had 2. There were only 2 spider climbs.
I had some on my person. Remember?
Well, we didn't need the spider climb because they're not going onto our building. They're not coming with us onto the building, so you can just hold on to that spider climb.
We need hours to climb the building.
Yeah, we have ours. And then we had...
How many do we have?
We only had 3 total because apparently Rena had 1 on her person.
Oh, okay,
I have
so
one on my
take
person.
We can all take one where Rena can jump. That's fine. Also, it
So,
takes one.
so do you want to do the jump check or do you want to spider climb, Rena?
I was gonna do the jump because then we were giving my extra spider climb to Erwin because he needed it.
He
doesn't need
jump
it.
check's not any higher, Rena, because when you drink that potion, it just triples the distance that you can jump. So you don't roll a higher DC. It's the same DC. You just magically are able to accomplish much more.
I thought it
Just
was.
so-
I thought she had to take a strength potion too.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
to make it so it was a clean 60 feet.
The bull
that she could do.
strength.
Yeah.
So that's why
But
I
if you
was
just take the
saying
spider climbs, you keep
just take the
bull
spider
strength.
climb, keep the jump. The jump can be used later then.
Spider climb could also be used later on. Jump is only
Well,
for
easier
more or
to-
less getting up or across. Spider climb could be used for all sorts of things.
Okay.
Yeah, but she'd have to take the strength potion to get up this building with it. So
Just-
it's better to keep.
She doesn't
strength
necessarily
potion.
have to, but doing so would guarantee that she clears the distance with the greatest of ease. Barring that one small check. And
Okay. Well, I deleted the spider climbs that we were gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
Messy.
Okay.
So that was the key thing. I have all the stuff listed for Erwin's and his squad. So
Josh is 5'2".
Okay.
Just throwing it out there.
don't call Scott a mini me. That sounds weird to me. We look distinctly different.
That was between us.
Man, I don't think. No, that's not true. So Scott, fun story. I dated a girl that was 4'11".
Oh.
When I was already 6'1".
Did you pick her up and throw her around like strength training?
I worked with her.
My
Like
wife's,
I literally worked at a job with her.
My wife's 4'11". She's tiny.
Did you get the like? Did you throw her up?
Anyway,
so she could reach
the key
height?
thing, back to
Top
the
shelf.
game. I threw us off, but anyway, we took our spider climbs. Is Rena drinking the spider climb or the jump?
Yep. Got it?
I guess I'm doing the spider
You do what you
climb.
want. Yeah.
I thought that we were.
Rena,
mean-
don't let them
Giving-
change your mind.
You were
girl
gonna
power,
do the
Rena,
jump,
you
but
do
I
you.
thought
I know,
reason-
but we had like decided it at
It was like a
like
45
the end of last session.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but I thought that was before we had decided that Rena was going to be invisible because I was confused as to the reasoning behind the jump.
No,
But if
it
you
was
wanna
still
use
going
the
to be
jump, that makes sense.
invisible, use the jump, and then we were giving the spider climb to Erwin because
But
all
Erwin
three of
didn't
them
need
were
the
going on
spider
to the.
climb.
Huh?
Erwin didn't need the spider climb. They were going on to a different building.
Well, maybe even just to get on that building.
Just to get on that building, yeah. That's what we had decided.
All
All right, I'm fine with that. If that's what you did, that's fine.
So I'm going to use the jump potion and the
Go
bull
for it.
strength potion.
If you want to,
If
use
you
the
want
strength
to,
potion,
you can save the bull strength. It's whether you
How
think
long does
you'll
it
roll
last?
well enough or not.
How long does the strength last?
Give me one moment. I'll get that answer for you.
All right, I got rid of the jump potion that you were drinking, unless you had a jump potion on your person already, Rena. That wasn't in the
No.
sack that I just
No,
moved.
I think
Okay.
that
1
was
hour?
just in the haversack.
It lasts 1 hour. Okay. Yeah,
Oh
you
no,
can definitely
no,
take
sorry.
this.
This version of it, because it's not the 5e version. This version of it lasts for 10 minutes. Sorry.
The jump or the strength?
The
Strength.
strength.
Oh, okay.
So we'd have to use it pretty quick.
Well, you're about to jump into combat too. She needs it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah,
might as
before you
well
use
drink. Might as well drink the strength and the jump.
And the
potion.
jump. Yeah.
We figured out the oil, Justin. Thanks.
I forgot what oil of keen edge was.
It'll last for an hour, so technically I could put that on my weapon.
Yep.
Keen
As
edge. That was
well.
the one that makes it so your weapon does 19 or 20 for crit, as opposed to just 20 for crit.
Yep. So she can have. So now Rena has that on her weapon as well. So 19 is now a crit. Scott.
So yeah, I'll put the oil of keen edge on my weapon, drink the bull strength, and the jump potion.
Okay.
Cool.
You're getting drugged up.
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile,
all
we're
of
just
the-
spider climbing up the side there.
All the things.
Magic boy. We need to roll our stealth, is what Scott was telling us to do, which we haven't done. So I'm gonna go.
Stealth to climb the building when we're invisible. Or is there someone
my
also
stealth.
on the building who's like we're gonna run into?
There are people on the roof of the building, my friend.
Yep.
Yeah, but we're just
So
climbing.
you guys, Ophios, you easily pick your way across the area down below. Easily pick your way with your total 20 there. Making your way through the crowd that's down below, and then get to the building. And you've never used this spell before. You've never used this potion, so it's a little unusual to you at first. As you literally like, how do I do this? Do I put my foot on there? What do I? And you kind of like put your hand on there to steady your foot, and then you realize, oh, my hand sticks. Ugh. Oh, it comes off. And it's almost like a scene from Spider-Man. Then you put like your hand there for a second, and your foot, and then you just like lift, and you're like, oh, this is weird. It's almost like crawling across the floor, but as though somebody's trying to drag you backwards while you're crawling across the floor, because you're literally treating the wall as the ground, but gravity is literally still pulling you down either way. And you foot, hand, and then push off, and you move a bit slower, a little less secure that way, but you can walk up the building if you wanted to, just foot. It's just you only
Nope.
have one anchored point at a time usually. So it's almost like one of those, fall back down and, okay, there you go. Moving like an animal is more, yeah. I almost imagine him just like slithering up there.
Yep. That's. I wish I didn't lose my gear by turning into a snake, but that's what I would think he would do if that was possible. But
Slither my way downtown. So anyways,
Up
and
a
you start
wall.
clambering up there, no problem. Elijah, I'm not going to describe you so easily. You have a 13 total. How do you feel about that?
That's fine.
Yeah? You happy with your 13?
Yeah, that's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
As Elijah, oh, Rena, what are you doing?
Why didn't you luck it? Gosh darn it.
Rena, what are you
I'm
doing?
gonna look.
I was
You realize
just
you're
prepping
surrounded
to-
by like hundreds of. There's so many guards down there, right?
Rena?
me?
No, yeah. Sorry, Rena. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, no worries. I was just getting ready to jump onto the top of the barracks.
You make your check for me.
Okay.
Then you wait first. Obviously, you like drink your potion.
Yeah, I'm not
so on.
right. Like I do all that and wait and listen for them, just
Yeah,
to
you
kind of know
gotta
what's going on.
Give them like a minute or so, and then you do your jump. That way you don't, you wait till they get up there.
So
can
I'm doing athletics.
Yes, ma'am.
By the
Did
way,
you increase your
focus-
strength score?
I did not.
Increase it to a 21st. What's up, sir?
I was gonna say I would make a note that I keep the empty bottles and throw them in the haversack.
I mean, it's a 12. You succeed. Are you not trained in that?
What do you mean?
She's not proficient in athletics, no.
No, I'm not.
It's the weirdest feeling. Like I said, these buildings have like a pivot to them, and the pivot is front to back. So obviously you can't just like run up the hill of the pivot. You lose a lot of momentum. So you're gonna like start slightly off the top, off of the top of the roof. Like one foot is like just barely off the apex of the roof. The other one's a little bit further down than that. And you run along almost the top of the roof, and then right as you're coming to the top of the roof, so you get that like 10-foot, 15-foot running head start. You kind of like do those last two steps of the turn, and then plant your foot at the top and just launch, thinking to yourself, "This is the worst idea. It's amazing!" As you literally see the ground dropping away beneath you. You've never flown before, and you
Wait.
literally.
Would she have advantage
Why?
because of bull
Test
strength?
it anyway.
No. She's not using. She's drinking Bull Strength, the Pathfinder version, not this version. So.
Okay.
No. So and you're like, "This is amazing," and so she's literally you feel like you're flying through the air as you launch yourself upwards, and you can see yourself. I'm gonna clear it. I might clear it. Oh no, I might clear but then you can finally feel gravity capturing you and starting to pull you back down to it, and you're like, "Oh, this might be a landing," and you like realize that there's like going to be a lot of force behind the jump as it pulls you down onto the roof.
Superhero landing.
Two things. Before you roll your acrobatics check, roll me with disadvantage because it's a quick look. A perception check. Pathfinder version gives a +4 to the strength score, which actually has combat effects as well.
Ooh.
That's a 9. Are you comfortable with your 9?
No, but I don't really know how much
How
higher I'd have to
important do
go.
you think it is?
It's probably a pretty important check.
Nah,
it's
you had
something we'll find out.
disadvantage. Nah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Figure it out, whatever it was.
It's fine.
I have a feeling what it was.
You definitely see the 6 guards that are on top of the roof. Where you're jumping, you're landing on the barracks. The barracks itself happens to have only 2 guards on it because it's the higher platform. So it's they don't really have to worry as much up here. There's so many people down below. The jail actually has the 4 guards on it, which is the lower platform over there. I imagine both your characters are climbing onto the barracks because, hey, if you can get rid of these 2 guards quietly, maybe you don't even have to deal with the other 4 down below. Either way, so you literally are landing on the roof there. Roll me your acrobatics check.
Ouch. It's a
She's
10.
proficient in acrobatics, but not athletics.
She's not proficient in
Yeah.
that. Oh, she is proficient in acrobatics. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a character choice at the time.
Yeah, but Josh, advantage on attack rolls. Advantage on strength checks doesn't help you with damage rolls. Yeah, there's a 10 total. So you hit the roof and you kind of like do a little bit of like a, I don't want to say tumble because it's not super graceful roll there. But you definitely hit the thing and kind of like flop off to the side, absorbing the rest of the kinetic energy. And you're okay. You actually don't take any damage or anything like that. But you did land with a bit of a, which is heard by definitely the 2 guards that are up there as they whip around to see what that noise was. And definitely Ophios, who literally was like 8 feet away from where that landed. So what the hell was that? Like, and you realize what it is like a moment later, but it caught you off guard because she could have crashed into you. Like she could have legit crashed into you, but you knew which roof she was jumping from, the one to the side, so you were smart enough to kind of stay to this side away from that. When you had climbed onto the roof tile, like I said, it was very easy, no checks for you. Climb over onto the top. You saw the 2 guards that were there. Imagine as you stepped over the top and you dropped down, you're sitting there like, okay, I'm going to sneak up on these motherfuckers. And then, and you're like, God damn it. And she appears right there. Meanwhile, Elijah, you're making your way through the area where the guards are when a couple of the guards are like laughing and turn and start walking towards the direction of where you were trying to head towards. And you're like, oh shit, they're going to intercept me. And so you immediately turn around and start trying to go the other direction. However, in going the other direction, by sheer coincidence, one of the like light patrols happens to be walking by over there as well, leaving you like an area where you're like, I can't get out of where I'm caught amongst a bunch of them, and I can't get, I can't go back. My apologies, and I can't go forward. One of them sneezes. You immediately turn your head and say, "'Cause in height to be polite," and that no.
Sneezes on you, and now you have COVID.
Ah, damn.
Oh,
Take 2d6 necrotic damage.
Instant, right? No. So was it? So you're sitting there. You're like, oh shit! I am stuck amongst them. This is not good. Yeah, I am one of them. I am captain now.
Look at me.
Deception roll to push one of them like the other person pushed them.
What do you do now that you're stuck amongst them, sir? As she's jumping and he's climbing.
Clearly. I mean, this is so obvious what I would do. I mean, just out of curiosity, Daelric, what would you do? I mean, I already know what I'm going to do. This is just such an easy decision to make. Just wondering if...
Did his mage hand ever do anything, Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not invisible, though, and I have to talk to use it, so not a good idea. Are they all... is any of them, like, am I in immediate danger? Or any of them, like, about to trip over my body or something?
I think I would definitely define the situation as immediate danger. Absolutely. But I mean, people are at least an arm's length away from you. It's just that you're caught amongst them. What's your plan?
You're attracting them with the clapping of your butt cheeks.
First of all, thanks, Tyler. I'm looking at what spells I have ready. None of them are helpful. One in particular I thought about taking and didn't, but now I wish I did. All right, I will. I guess I'm just gonna wait for an opening so I can get back to the wall and just do my best to keep tabs on everyone around me and not let them walk into me.
Your plan is to lie low for a while?
Just wait it out.
Okay. I'll have you roll a stealth check right now, just to lie low and kind of just like avoid people, and just wait until an opportunity opens up. But it removes you from the encounter for now.
Okay.
Should have luck die.
Well,
you have a 14 with your lie low check, sir. That's one higher than before. Are you comfortable with your 14? It is technically higher than before.
There's a reason I told him to luck the last one.
I mean, I'm already gonna miss the encounter, so...
Do you want to...
I'll save the luck die.
Back-to-back loss of Nessie's characters coming up.
Nah, I'll be alright.
It'll work as the distraction we need, Arena.
My God.
I'll do the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there. Drop down from the sky.
I am not the man you're looking for.
That's old Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can do that. I gotta learn that skill, but I'm sure it's coming up.
All right, well.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Rena, you guys land up there. They turn around and start looking for you guys. Technically, you guys get to roll initiative. They're similar situations before. See if they can see you. I think I didn't press the 2, did I? No, I didn't hit my modifier, sorry. Delete that. Gotta reroll.
Well, I rolled low. Do I get a reroll because you fubber knocked up?
No. There we go. Ooh,
Oh,
God,
what?
we get to choose who goes first.
ladies.
Oh, good.
Should we have a roll off for who goes first there, Scott?
Yeah, I want to see you guys each roll. I'm gonna say 8d 100.
Here's mine.
God.
That's a terrible roll.
That's a terrible roll. Yep, Rena gets to go first.
All right.
I rolled so freaking
You
low.
rolled a
None of
9,
the
a 3, a
numbers.
6.
One number crossed 50, and it was an 87. Everything else was below 50. I rolled a legit 3.
Yeah. Rena rolled a 69. Hell yeah.
Hey.
All right.
I rolled a
Alright.
9 and a 6, so I got 2 pieces of the whole.
It's not like Exodia. You can't put one piece out at a time. It's got to be all or nothing.
Well, if you combine 47 and 22, that's a 69 as well.
Well,
The
we
guards
both play
immediately
that.
start walking across the roof. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit, they're literally actively looking. It's not one of those instances like, what was that? I don't know. Meh. They're actively looking for people trying to get in here. That's why they're planted here, right? So they immediately
Well,
turn
and
around.
they're looking for Rena because she's the one who made the noise.
They're looking around and starting to try to find what it was that did this, that made that noise. So their weapons are, they had crossbows out, and so they still have mount. They kind of like, one of them gets it up and like he's like looking down the scope and everything prepared for it. The other one is just kind of carrying it down by his hip, down by its side. Neither of them are Stalingrad bulls, so they don't really have to be too worried about it. And they start making their way throughout the roof, just trying to search and perceive who might be up there. Did you guys roll me stealth checks climbing up there? You did. I think Tyler rolled a 20.
I did. Yep.
And Rena did not. Rena, roll me a stealth check real quick.
Okay.
Advantage.
Advantage? 'Cause I'm
You're invisible. Good roll.
Ooh.
Scott, you have not rolled a 20 yet tonight.
I also
This
would
is your
like to
time.
point out it would be a 21 that I rolled, Scott, and hers would be a 23.
Scott, this is your time. This is your
Talk to
moment.
yourself a lot.
A natural 20. 3,
That's what you do to get out of bed in the morning.
2, 1. Let's do this.
I know. You see. Somehow the world will.
There's a 2.
That's a
There's two.
natural 5.
It's
It's a natural 2.
Yeah.
There's a +3 on that.
Well, they start walking around looking for what this noise is, but literally one of them goes straight across to like 90 degrees away from where you guys are, over to the ledge, looking down below at where the jail is down there to see if that noise is down there. I was just kind of like looking down there, doesn't say anything to them, just looks down. Another one comes over and ends up near where Ophios is, but probably still like a good 8 feet or so away from where Ophios is, to his right, opposite side of where Rena had landed. And he's looking around at the ground in the area, also looking over the ledge, so on and so forth. Throws it into your lap. I believe Rena goes first.
Oh, cool.
So there's one near me, but you don't know where I am, and there's one overlooking at the jail.
Like,
I really
is he near
wish you
the
could
edge?
place us roughly where we are, but not show where each of us are to each other. Scott, can you do that?
Yeah. First we yeet Yondis because he's never here.
Elijah.
Nope.
Remember, you have to hide each of our tokens from each other.
No, you're good. Oh, I see.
Okay.
Oh, that's hard to do.
Okay.
No. I'll have to put you on separate screens to do that. That's too much work.
I want to push that guy off the edge of the building.
You don't want to do that because there's a bunch of guys below.
He does the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
That's not the Wilhelm scream.
I know, but it's more appropriate.
That's like the Wile E. Coyote scream. Which works. Oh, it is goofy. Josh, right?
It definitely was not Wile E. Coyote.
God,
Rena, go ahead.
interesting question.
Sure.
If he's on the edge of a building that if he fell off would hurt him, would that apply flanking if you came up behind him? Because technically, if he fell off, he has nowhere to go but towards you.
The question is flanking flat-footed? You know what I mean? I would say flanking is not flat-footed. because there is no flat-footed mechanic in 5e, and instead of introducing that, we can just allow flanking to be a thing, distracted because there's a threat on both sides, as opposed to distracted, loss of dexterity bonus to AC. Let's just go without that.
Okay, because my argument was simply the fact that threat on the opposite side.
No, because it's not really a threat over there. It's just open space. Your advantage for somebody being flat-footed, if you were to use that, is just advantage on the roll. Rena, okay. You know that there's one guy to your right and one guy to your left, because as far as you know, he is not here. He doesn't exist.
How large is the rooftop?
Pretty big.
That was weird. My apologies.
Can you put a square down to show where the edges of the roof are?
They're all standing by the edges.
Oh, okay, so it's not a large rooftop.
I mean, that's pretty large. If you imagine each one's 5 feet, that's pretty damn large.
Wait, there's 2 up here, right? Just 2 guards?
Correct.
Oh.
So is the roof like this?
So if you imagine this is like, that's a huge roof. If you think about the measurements of how big the guards are. It's so funny. You guys are so visually minded.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was a visual learner in school, Scott.
Okay,
if I read stuff, I remember it. So
not me, bro.
It's kind of cut off for me. I don't know how to change that, but anyway.
What do you mean scroll up?
It's I am.
Oh, she's at the top. She's at the very top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I grab this and move it down, it's just a half.
So why don't I want to push somebody off the roof?
No. He was explicitly saying that the person that's to your left is overlooking where the prison is. So
which there are more people down there.
Oh, okay.
But if you push this guy off,
he falls into the crowd below, which is another set of a large amount of people.
Can I toss the tile over?
Just kill him.
Like here?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's people down on all sides. It's just this is the low drop. To your left is the low drop because just the other roof. All the other drops are going to be much higher drops, but you don't mind necessarily people noticing, I don't think. So anyways, yes, you can toss a tile over there, or because you don't know where Ophios is, you don't know that he's here, you can actually just straight go for this guy. It's up to you.
You don't know.
Well,
you don't know where I am. You legitimately don't know where I am. And also, if
no,
Rena
but
jumped,
did
she jump from this side or the other side? Because
she jumped from behind you guys, from down.
Oh,
like she jumped
from
onto
north.
the roof. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that. It's not that. Like.
Well, then wouldn't my climb up have been like over here then?
No, she jumped from the south.
You climbed up here. She jumped up here.
Well, if she jumped from there, when she landed, she would have rolled with momentum going the opposite direction, so she would be not right on the edge there.
Over.
She would not want to engage either of them because I don't want to lose the invisibility just yet. I want to try to get them both closer to an edge, and then push them off.
Why are you pushing them off?
She's trying to make. She's Rena. She's trying to make a point. She's trying to be like, bam. I get it. All right, Rena. You throw your distraction.
Yeah.
You trying to toss that over there to distract them? Technically, I toss you a sleight of hand with advantage.
Okay.
You're 12. Are you comfortable with that?
To throw a tile?
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead. Oh, comfortable saying you're happy with the 12?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you toss the tile. You just kind of like let it slide out of your hand with a sideways toss. And it's one of those things where it goes flying out of your hand, skitters off of the ground, just a moment, bounces off the ground before it pops up and smashes against the inner ledge of because remember the parapets of this roof up here. And so it smashes against that, and that definitely gets their goddamn attention. Immediately, the two of them turn and start rushing over towards that direction. As to whether or not the people down below notice that person suddenly turn and run over here, you can deal with that afterwards. But they definitely turn and immediately start going over there. After that is Ophiel's turn.
Hey, because I'm smart and I don't want to trigger other people knowing that we're up here, Ophios wants to sneak over and slice somebody's throat.
They're standing next to each other.
Yeah, and just go right here and slice somebody's throat.
People might be looking at them. You just said that. You just said people might notice. That was what the DM said.
He said if people were looking at them.
He said we'll find that out later, right?
From the other ledge, people might be looking at them, not from this ledge. Go ahead, Tyler.
So I'm gonna
just mute yourself when you remove yourself from the campaign for the session.
And I'm going to go ahead and attack with my packed weapon and slice his throat. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Not advantage. Shoot a whoop.
I was expecting one. Rena, did you put that oil in your blade, by the way?
I did, yeah. Before
You did.
I did it with the potions.
And again, Scott, I went here and was going for this one because I imagine this guy's facing out that way as well.
Roll your damage. So let's see if you drop the Moflo.
Okay.
Yeah. You drop him. You are going to Thirsting Blade.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and Thirsting Blade because it makes sense. So, to describe this kill, what Ophios is going to do is essentially just all of a sudden, as he becomes uninvisible, as he strikes him, he just slices his throat and then is going to immediately attack the other one before he can even speak. Essentially, he's slicing the throat so that their voice box, they can't make a sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, Thirsting Blade attacking a new guy, gotta do it.
Beautiful.
Low damage, 8.
9 because of prayer.
Oh, 9. Yep.
9 points of damage. That does not kill the second guy. That does allow them to react. Hold on. Please.
Bonus action Mind Thrust.
He was invisible for the first attack. Oh no. Oh no.
No, don't do that to me, Scott.
Oh no. I don't remember what that means.
I asked normal people.
I don't remember what the rules are, Tyler. I just don't remember the rules. Let's just keep going. I don't know why that would be a factor. Do you?
I did ask before that because I took it off advantage hit normal. Anyway, bonus action Mind Thrust this guy.
Oh, okay.
Because I can do that. So let me plop that in chat.
Tyler, look at this. I got you. Ready? Whoop. Never happened.
Yeah, just erase history.
Wait, did you erase it after I did that or no?
No. I was talking about chat. Oh. Intelligence save.
DC's 15.
There's no way I'm going to luck die that one. So
that would be another 8. So that would be 17 points of damage, which is, yeah.
He drops. Rena?
Cool.
You see that you get this thing, you get lined up perfect. You get ready to kind of go over there and just like with your bull strength, bull rush and like hoist a leg and maybe an arm and toss them over the ledge together, so on and so forth. You literally get yourself planned up. You're like, okay, I still aching from yesterday, but you get yourself in the right posture. Sword out, sword put away, getting ready for this. And then all of a sudden, as you like spring forward, taking that first step, that second step, see one guy's like, and like throws himself backwards as his head like more or less pops on the inside, and the two of them drop, allowing you to like having to immediately slow down your sprints. Like, oh, they're already dead in front of you.
But Ophios is now standing there.
Yes.
She'll just say. She'll just say Ophios.
I mean, he's literally
like right in front of you. No, so you could. Because you don't see me.
Rena, you here?
Yeah. I'll just take a couple steps towards him. Yeah. Is Elijah here?
He just sits there with his eyes darting around. Guess not.
As you say that, he's trying to keep a low key down there, waiting it out. Set over here. Oh God, really? They're still talking about that? What the hell? Over there? I thought they were patrolling guards. Why are they moving? Jeez, move this other guy over there. This guy starts coughing. You're like, oh, and you take like a step back, not realizing somebody behind you had actually shifted over to the side a little bit, and you bump into them. The hell? And he turns around and sees nothing there, and he like reaches out and like grabs a hold of your cloak. You can see like just barely gets a hold of your cloak, like maybe between like a couple fingers or whatever it is, and gives it like a tug. Oh shit! And you know, it's one of those things where he definitely grabs it and he's like, "What? There's someone here! There's someone here!" He says as he reacts. What do you immediately do on your turn? Like in this moment, I should say, surrounded by 40-ish guards.
I'll run for the wall, start climbing.
So you turn and immediately start running for the wall, but it's not easy to do because even though the guy has a very loose grip, he is still technically holding on to the cloak. Roll me a strength check.
I don't wanna. Just a flat strength or strength saving?
Strength check. Are you happy with your result, sir?
No. What is that? A 12?
That's a 12, yeah. Or wait, it's an ability check. It's not a skill check.
Correct.
Oh, so it's an 11. Okay, yeah, I'll just take the 11.
Okay. So unfortunately, you don't pull away too easily. You try to pull shit, and you turn around and like grab like to see the person that's holding on to, just barely holding on to it, like kind of like between his fingers, not even like a proper grip. And you turn around and you grab the part of like the base part of the clothing that he's holding on to, and you give a hard tug, and it does come free, but not because your tug is so hard. It comes free, like as you pull it free, you catch out of the corner of your eye, causing you to not fully turn around and start running. But like look back again, because you notice there's a crossbow bolt in his back, and then another crossbow bolt thrown into the area. As you look and you see, your three little friends are up on the roof, causing all of the ruckus. All of the ruckus.
Remember, Scott, they have enlarged person potions.
Mm-hmm. And literally, you start seeing a mushroom man. Mario Brothers.
Oh my God, it's Luigi. Cool.
It's a me, Erwin.
And they also have something else. Magic weapon on their weapons.
That's fine. And yeah, they are now up there, causing all sorts of havoc and mayhem. You turn and you immediately start to run. Obviously, the two of you, where is he? I don't know, he's not up here. And then you hear like, oh shit, and you guys look off the side, and you see Erwin get bigger, and down below you start immediately like seeing them reacting to it. And Erwin, as he's bigger, literally as they're starting to approach the building, he'll like swing out with his bastard sword, which is now also much larger, and will hit like two people as they're rushing towards the larger building or whatever it is that he's in. And it's kind of like as you guys are watching this happen, thinking, less than ideal, but we got our distraction. You know what I mean? You'll finally hear Elijah as he's clambering onto the roof.
I mean, wasn't killing those people the signal? What wasn't my killing of them signaling Erwin and them to start?
But you guys
distraction?
didn't exactly kill them in an overt way. They may not even have noticed.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. So Elijah, you finally pop up next to just Ophios.
Still invisible, or did my visibility break?
You haven't done anything aggressive.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he'll pop up on the roof and just say, he'll say, I don't know what you paid for them, but they're worth it. And then he'll start making his way towards the hatch.
Paid? What?
He doesn't know.
I would imagine Ophios, after killing them, is kind of ducked down so that anybody looking towards the roof wouldn't necessarily see him easily.
He's ducked down, so he unfortunately misses it. As does Elijah, not Yondis. As Elijah turns and starts making his way over to the opening to get down below. However, Rena, looking down after them and making sure that things are going well, notices his foot right by Erwin's right foot. I mean, he is manual footed. It's where he braces most of his weight. The roof cracks. And then he leans back, gets ready, throws another swing of the sword. Right as he leans back to set it up again, it crumbles beneath his foot in his sheer weight. We already talked about how heavy that man was. He's now 8 times that weight standing on top of one of these roofs. his leg completely goes in, like you're falling into a sinkhole or smashing through a bridge. But it doesn't just end there. It goes through, and because he's so heavy and so overbalanced, he doesn't have much balance. He actually takes a dexterity penalty by getting bigger as it is. He ends up like leaning back, and like falls backwards and like falls effectively through the roof, hitting the back of his dome piece. Helmet on, granted, but we all know how effective helmets are, don't we, NFL? Smashes into the building behind it. You know, on his way down, he's having very much a what's that?
Whiplash.
Well, I wasn't gonna say whiplash. I was talking about Gulliver's Travels kind of moment as he's like hit the ground behind. There aren't just the guards in the main road. There are the patrolling guards as well, who immediately start rushing over towards Erwin as he's tumbled backwards, as well as the so many guards that are around the building start rushing over towards Erwin, who is thrown backwards. And Rena, do you say? You guys all heard the crash. It probably gets the attention of the two of you. Trying to make you whip around and you stand up and look what the hell that was. Do you guys say or do anything, or is it time to press on?
Ophios is going to recharge a spell. I want that spell back. It's important right now.
You used that already today.
No, I didn't. We had our short rest.
I retconned it. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Elijah's just working on getting
because you said it was kind of because I asked if we were going to have a short rest or something anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's up, Elijah?
He's just getting the hatch open. That's it.
So you look back, you see it. Or we shake your head and you go back over and get the hatch.
Yep.
Do you investigate the hatch first, or you just grab it, or what do you do?
Sure, I'll investigate it first.
You can roll me a perception check, Rena. Or sorry, investigation check. Works. Rena, Tyler, what were you saying?
I would have pulled up detect magic.
I would just continue to keep a lookout, basically, just watching, not say anything.
You don't notice anything on the hatch aside from the fact that it's locked. But luckily, Ophios, who had already turned back and went the other way, notices right as you're about to kind of grab the thing and notices right as you're about to start casting a spell onto it, because you were going to knock it, right?
Yeah.
No, there is magic on there, Tyler. Roll an Arcana check.
Boop, boop, boop. Do I get advantage or no?
No.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm so tired.
Sweet, my awesome Arcana rolls me a 5.
You always roll the worst Arcana. You notice there's magic on there. You don't know what it is. Roleplay as you will.
There's magic on it. I don't know what, but there's magic.
Well, we gotta get in somehow, right?
Perhaps we cut our own way.
Rena, when
Well, hold on, before you fully RP with her, Rena, did you say or want to do anything while watching that down below, or are you just kind of watching it happen before he says Rena?
She was just watching it happen.
Yeah, she said she was just watching.
Yeah.
Rena, when we first met, you knocked a hole in a wall. I remember that. Could you do it again?
I could try. I mean, I have the bull strength, and then I still have that blade, so I could give it a shot.
And he'll step back and gesture towards the ceiling.
Is this stone, wood? What type of?
Well, we just saw a guy fall through the same thing.
Stone. Okay.
No,
it's the same.
You saw a guy fall through like a slate. This is because remember, this is a flat roof with parapets. This is stone.
Yeah. Okay. This is stone.
So it's built different. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did in the building, Scott, with the growing sword.
I imagine we like dig into something between the stone for you to shove your sword into.
Yeah.
Like clear away a spot just for like a moment, and then you're just gonna have to like shove it in there, like you're trying to reverse King Arthur as hard as you can. Okay, so you have to make your strength check as hard as you can, smashing through.
Does she get advantage or anything?
No.
No, she has a 20 in strength now.
Unless you have a spell to give her that. you're gonna. It's not a low DC. You're trying to stab into stone, even if it is the mortar between it. Do you guys have anything to enhance her before she does it, or is it she just rolling?
I don't have
I got
anything
nothing.
that can enhance her.
Okay.
I
I'll
can
just-
blind her. Does that enhance?
Like she gets stronger when she's blind.
I can
you know
curse
what?
her. Can I
what,
reverse hex her?
Here's what I'll do. I'm just gonna take a quick second and give the roof a look over. And is there any area on the ceiling or on this roof that might be damaged or older or more
Perception.
worn? Perception. Not investigation.
And I would ask, are there windows on the
She's doing
side
it
from
quickly, not slowly. Go ahead, sir.
All right.
when I was climbing up? Were there any windows or anything on the side to come in?
Oh yeah,
enter in?
I described it beforehand. There are windows, but they're very narrow. They're made to be more like arrow slits and whatnot. In this building, it's a very secure building. I described that
Okay.
last session. Yeah.
Okay.
A 14. Are you comfortable with your 14?
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, you are like anti-luck die lately. Hey, chat, remember, he doesn't want to use luck die, so if you want to spend daddies on something, just give me daddy's dice. You know what I mean?
No. Just give Rena and Ophios some powers.
I mean,
Daddy's
you
dice.
guys use a lot of luck die. I'll just save the luck die for you guys. Still gets used.
All right, so you go searching around. You unfortunately don't see any additional cracks or breaks or any areas that are a bit weaker. Rena, your strength check, please.
Yeah, that's right.
That is a flat 17.
18.
Do you want to modify that?
Roll of luck.
Yeah.
Oh!
There we go.
21 total. That is a beautiful result.
Sweet.
And you definitely smash your sword right between the mortar and get it. You keep it kind of small, obviously, right now. You're not trying to get it too big. So you keep it maybe like short sword, maybe a little bit smaller than that, and just smash it in there. As hard as you can, trying to wedge it in there. Then what?
Oh,
Ophios
once
would
it's in the
simply-
stone,
Yeah, Ophios would simply say, slowly.
would want to make it
Nice.
larger,
Oh,
just like I did before.
Do me a favor. Roll me, because this is kind of like a difficult to hold it steady, like where it
Mhm.
needs to be. Roll me another strength check.
I would say if we're trying to hold it in the crack, Ophios would assist.
Okay. Roll me a strength check with advantage, Rena.
Is Rita still invisible?
Yeah?
Rena is still invisible.
So it's just a floating sword.
No, you don't even see it. You just heard it.
Yeah, and
Oh, the-
Ophios, based on the sound, would just say slowly.
Oh, okay. How you gonna hold it up? You can't see it. It's crazy.
It's 21. Are you happy with that? With a 21 total with trying to hold it steady while you're slowly expanding it into the crack of this roof, hoping to collapse it?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I think it's fine.
I think a 21's okay. We're not trying to collapse the whole roof. We're trying to kind of just break
Just
through
break a
the
hole
other
through.
stones. Yeah,
So the
that's
thing
why I
is,
said slowly.
as it grows uniformly. But that doesn't mean like it pushes down. That means it gets larger. So yeah, sure, partially grows down and through, but it also mostly grows back and taller because the hilt gets taller, which is on the outside. The top half of the blade or whatever is outside of it gets larger. So it's more coming up than it is going down, and you're really trying to hold it down where it is. It's literally lifting you up as it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It does cut through the mortar some more. It does, absolutely. And it does cause a bit of cracking and whatnot, as it also the width of the blade gets bigger as it goes. So the amount of pressure does crack a bunch of mortar. And you can actually see fissure cracks and everything happening inside the stone up there. You can hear the cracks and everything happening up there. You imagine nobody downstairs and outside does. They're a good distance away, and there's a big combat going on. But you can definitely notice that there is a lot of like stress happening to the roof. But once you get it down up to the size of, because you do it slowly, a bastard sword, and about the size of a great sword. Sure, it's doing as I described, but it hasn't broken it yet.
Go bigger.
Can with seeing the cracks and stuff happening, can I do a targeted Eldritch Blast on it since it's force damage and
Sure.
possibly blast it downwards?
Kind of like the epicenter.
Yeah. So normal roll, or do I have advantage because it's an object?
I'll give you advantage because it's a stationary thing you're shooting. Are you happy with the 20? With the 22, sir?
I'm happy with my 22.
Do me a favor. Click the damage twice.
Because I can do 2, right?
No. You shoot not the wall or the ceiling, whatever it is, right beneath it. You actually shoot right at the base of the sword. But your aim is ever so slightly off. Instead of hitting the actual ceiling itself, it clips, the magic clip the sword. And the magic that you cast resonates very well with the sword, causing it to literally channel through the blade and crack outwards
the whole time?
like a loud boom, like boom, cracking outwards across that big area. So you don't make the damage that you had seen in the roof before any larger. Instead, now it's huge spider vine cracks everywhere, heavy, thin cracks throughout the entire roof. Rena, you get the impression, and mind you, because the two of you are standing so close, you're standing on top of these cracks. I'm going to take back what I was going to say. Both of you guys can roll an intelligence check. You can as well, wizard boy.
Ooh, I rolled high.
What?
It's Elijah. You're watching what they're doing. You see everything that happens. You see all the damage that's in there, and then you get the impression like, oh shit! If they hit this thing again, the entire like circumference around where the center of the blade is going to crumble. They're going to fall in. Worse than that, if they even just made this blade smaller, like you saw her do before, that would release the pressure. If you've ever played what is it? Don't Break the Ice. You know what I'm talking about? Once you remove that bit of pressure, it's a board game. Sorry. Don't trip over the.
I
don't know.
You remove that piece of ice and it collapses.
Right. So if you were to make this smaller, it would remove the internal pressure that's holding everything, and it would collapse. So it's one of those things where, and mind you, she and he are standing where they are holding the blade. They're standing there, holding it in the center. It's stiff enough. You can notice this, Elijah, to share it. And Tyler, this part you know. It's stiff enough that where you're standing, if you were to back off, just walk away right now, you'd be fine. It's like breaking ice, but not broken ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he'd kind of just quietly interject, like loud enough for them to hear, but not like yelling. He's like, "Wait, stop!"
I'll stop what I'm doing. But I won't move anything. I'll just stop.
That roof's about to fall. You got to be very careful. One wrong step and this whole building might go in.
The idea was to crash down the roof. At least that's what I thought.
Not the whole building.
Maybe not all at once.
Especially if Mathis is just below us here.
What do you propose?
Sorry.
If
the two of you still standing there holding the blade.
Yeah.
Bring his hand right on the pommel that you'd have to turn to Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch the sword. But try that blast again. Just don't hit the sword with it, and I'm sure we'll get through. I like the thumbs up.
Because of what Justin said in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Then if that's the case, Ophios will go and shrug and go ahead and Eldritch Blast. Not next to the blade, away from the blade. Like a stone away.
You're intentionally shooting away from it, not near it, okay?
Correct.
Roll natty 1 for me.
I did it in normal this time. Should I have done advantage?
You technically should have.
How do you miss a roof?
It's on fire.
He has a point. How do you miss? But I'll
understand why this keeps getting, like, why does this keep getting loose? I don't
mine does that too, man. I don't know.
It's really weird.
All right, it's a 19, Scott.
Beautiful. 20 total, actually. 21 total, actually.
21 total.
Very easily hit exactly where you want to. Roll your damage for me. One time.
Do I hit it? Okay, one time.
2.
Whopping 2.
That stone cracks further, but it doesn't send. Certainly doesn't send you through.
I will. Well, I'll
Can you
use
just
my
keep doing
second
that?
blast then.
If you want to, sure.
How many times can you do that?
Twice.
Technically unlimited. Oh, advantage. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
you shot at the sword.
No. You said advantage the last time.
Just kidding.
You hit the sword and you blew up. Yay!
It's a 28
Yay.
total.
We're all dead.
I roll it. 3.
That whole stone crumbles and falls through. Like crumbles and falls through. Well, if there was anybody there now, they're aware of you. Probably were anyways.
plan,
The
right?
sword sticking through the roof.
Can I perception through the hole?
Absolutely.
Remember? Wait, hold on. Wait. Do you remember when
I'm not
Yondis,
sticking my head into the hole, but
Do you remember
I'm
when
looking
Yondis
through the
just
hole.
looked through a crack in the wall once and almost died?
What? No, never happened. What?
Yeah, that did
Hey,
happen.
I'm not sticking my head right up next to it. I'm looking
Neither
through
was
it after I had
Yondis.
just shot it from the angle I'm at. So I'm sure the perception DC is affected, but here's my perception roll. Low.
You die.
It's a 9.
You stick your head in.
I said I didn't stick my head in.
You're bobbing for baddies. So you go down there and you're looking through the hole. You get your face up close, but not close enough to literally stick your face in. I mean, it's flat anyways. You're a snake, and you don't really see anything that's there. You don't see anybody. And as you're starting to like pick yourself back up to report to them, like I don't see anybody. Literally, a guard walks by slowly with a crossbow aimed up, like, what the fuck? As they see literally part of a sword sticking through the roof, the whole ceiling cracking and dust falling from it, some rubble on the ground beneath them, and motion happen by through the hole up there, saying, like, I don't see it. And he literally pops over. He's like, what the fuck? And then takes a pock shot up
I
at
told you. I told you.
Hold on. You have improved, what's it called? Cover. So you have a +5 to your AC. I will make my roll against you.
Good luck.
I roll a natty 20.
That's true. That's why I said good luck.
Aw, sweet of you. There you are. There you are.
Erwin died. Sorry, Naga. There it is. Wow.
Stuck into the roof.
Oh,
And
broke the
sticks in
stone
through-
next to it.
Breaks the bolt, right? But certainly like you hear it ting off the ground beneath your feet or whatever it is, catching the attention of the three of you. I guess all of you again in just one. You guys can roll initiative.
Solid 8 for me. Or 10 total. Nice. Big roll. Erwin might be dead based off of what's happening.
Messy cat.
We hope not.
Sorry.
We hope not, but there's nothing really we can do from where we are.
It's
Double action. 2 turns. 2 turns.
Well, 2 actions, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's insane. What a terrible time to have 2 turns.
I'm guessing they rolled an 18, Scott?
Whatever it says on there.
It's a 20 total, but it was a question of whatever it was because I can't tell what the plus or minus is.
Yeah, 22. Yep, 18. Yep.
Am I getting the impression that if this sword moves, that the entire ceiling's going to collapse, or that there's going to be something a lot worse that happens?
That's what he said.
To some degree, depending on how it moves, what happens, some or a lot or all will fall. Yes, depending on how things play out.
Something like a 8-foot drop, right?
Funny enough, depends on where in the because like not every part of the ceiling is over the same floor or room or whatever, right? Like if you fell through the ceiling just over a stairwell, it's gonna be a longer fall than landing over a tub.
Right.
Okay. I wish I was stronger. That'd be cool. 'Cause then I could.
I wish I was a
still-
little bit taller. I wish I was a ball.
I mean-
wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a
I will
That
insert my own
sexual
little
involvement.
bit of the fact that we still have spider climb, and if only the ceiling is collapsing, the walls would probably still remain.
That's right, and you can actually stick on to the rubble as it falls.
They get splatted.
Yes, because that's how physics works.
So you can climb back up the falling rubble, like they do in the movies all the
No,
time.
no. If the walls don't fall, like a ceiling collapses inwards, the walls would, if any
I know.
direction falling, would fall inwards, Scott.
Messy, would
Can
you like
I,
us to cut to break so you can have a
No,
moment
no,
to
no,
think?
no, it's fine, it's fine. Can I run? Unless you need to take a break. Do you need a pee, Daelric?
I don't need a pee. I could use some sleep. I could use about 12 hours of sleep, but I'll probably
Oh,
get
you'll
4.
get it. No, you'll get it. So I'm gonna run over the hole that just started opening because of the crossbow shot and the Eldritch Blast, and I'm going to
The
You
little
mean
hole.
the one little rock that was broken?
Yeah, it's like a stone. Yeah, but go ahead.
I'm gonna firebolt it to try to widen it from wherever the weakest rock is near it.
So you're gonna use fire to try to widen brick and mortar.
I mean,
yeah.
heat would expand.
Okay. You can. Yeah, but he's using a cantrip. It's not like it's like a fireball or like a flame
Right.
strike.
God, dude.
He's
Right.
using, like,
I mean, Eldritch Blast is that, but it's force damage, so.
Yeah. Okay.
it also was very effective because of something that you saw happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Well, now I might need to take a break, so I don't know. I have 2 turns and I don't want to waste it.
Okay, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Rita looks like she needs more alcohol. So I'm jealous. I'm on antibiotics, so I'm not allowed to drink it.
Oh, I'm sorry.